how to think richer. It's really tough to get rich if you think like a poor person.
You work hard, earn your paycheck, and before you even realize it, poof, your money's gone. Where did it all go? And why does budgeting feel so complicated? Budgeting shouldn't feel like a full-time job. That's where the 50-30-20 rule comes in. It's simple, practical, and it actually works. This isn't just a budgeting method. It's your step-by-step guide to financial freedom. And the best part? It works for anyone, no matter your income. Let's talk about the 50-30-20 rule, which is an easy way of handling your finances without making things too complicated. This is how it works. You divide your after-tax income into 3 buckets: needs, wants, and savings. Consider it this way. 50% of it goes towards your must-haves. You just cannot survive without these necessities: your rent, groceries, and utilities. Think of these as your baseline expenses, the necessities that you need to keep up your standard of living in the case of an unexpected job loss. Not sure if something is a need or just a nice to have? Here's an easy test. If you lost your job tomorrow, would you still pay for it? If the answer is yes, it's a need. If not, it's a want. This mindset makes it easier to draw a clear line between what is necessary and what is not. 30% of that is set aside for your nice-to-haves. This is where going out to eat, watching a movie, buying a new device, or engaging in your favorite pastime all come into play. This is where those little upgrades come into play, the ones that make life a bit more fun. For instance, choosing a tasty steak over a basic hamburger, switching from a free TV antenna to a cable subscription, or purchasing a dazzling Mercedes instead of sticking with a reliable Honda. These are the extras that keep things interesting and make life more enjoyable. Lastly, 20% is used to create your future. This bucket is all about building security, whether it's building up an emergency fund, saving for retirement, or even paying off debt like student loans or credit cards. A few tried and true rules can help you get started when it comes to saving for your goals. For example, experts often advise setting aside 10% to 15% of your pre-tax income for retirement. If your business provides a 401k match, save enough to receive the full match. It's like getting free money for your future. Creating a financial safety net is essential for emergencies. Building an emergency fund should be at the top of your to-do list. Think of it as your safety net for life's curveballs. Whether it's a job loss, unexpected medical bills, or any other surprise expense that pops up. Make sure you have enough money in an accessible savings account to cover 3 to 6 months worth of spending. Although it may seem overwhelming, every small bit helps. Even setting aside $25 or $50 a month is a great start. The real game changer? Consistency. Setting aside money regularly can really add up over time. Before you know it, you're building that sense of financial peace you've been dreaming of. The beauty of this rule? It's all in its flexibility. The 50-30-20 rule is like a perfect fit for any lifestyle. Whether you're a young professional just getting started, a single mom juggling all the bills, or a college student figuring out how to make every dollar count, this rule makes it simple and stress-free. Ever wondered who actually created this rule and why so many financial experts swear by it? U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren and her daughter introduced it in their book, All You're Worth: The Ultimate Lifetime Money Plan. Now, how does the 50-30-20 rule work? It might be easier than you think. Just a few simple steps, and you'll be in control of your money in no time. First, calculate your income after taxes. This is the money that actually lands in your bank account each month after taxes are taken out. It is the amount you will use to divide everything up, so think of it as your financial foundation. Next, examine your financial situation more closely. Divide your monthly spending into 3 categories: needs, wants, and savings, or debt repayment. Be honest here. It's the only way to truly see where your money is going. The fun part is about to begin. Adjusting your expenditures. If your expenses exceed half of your earnings, it may be time to make some financial adjustments. Maybe reduce the amount you spend on groceries or look for a more economical phone plan. Additionally, if your wants are starting to exceed 30%, consider which pleasures you may skip without feeling deprived. Next, let's make things easier by automating your savings. Savings automation is similar to setting your financial goals on autopilot. Set up automatic transfers to your investment or savings accounts so that the funds are in place before you even think about spending them. It's an easy method to make sure you're steadily building your financial safety net. Additionally, by spending less time manually monitoring your savings, you may devote more time to important tasks, such as adjusting your budget to fit your long-term goals and lifestyle. It's a simple, efficient, and stress-free way to stay on track, similar to paying your future self in advance. Finally, stay on track by keeping an eye on your spending. But don't worry, this isn't about micromanaging every single penny. Who has time for that? The real goal is to keep in control of your finances and make sure you're following your 50-30-20 without making it a full-time job. But here's the catch. Not everyone's lifestyle fits perfectly into 50-30-20. So how do you tweak it for your situation without wrecking your finances? Consider the high expense of housing in places like New York. Rent alone can push your needs category over the 50% mark, so you'll need to make some other adjustments to get it back into balance. The strategy is a little different for freelancers or anyone with irregular income. To make a more dependable budget, you might calculate an average income throughout a year rather than dealing with a set monthly amount. It all comes down to tailoring the rule to your specific situation. Mistakes? Let's be real. Has anything ever been perfect without a single slip-up? We all make mistakes, and that's completely normal, even when it comes to simple strategies like the 50-30-20 rule. Let's discuss some common mistakes that can cause you to derail your progress and how to prevent them. One major error is not monitoring your expenditures. How can you expect to follow any budget if you have no idea where your money is going? The key to staying on budget is to analyze your spending on a regular basis. Another misstep is ignoring debt. Payday loans and credit card debt with high interest rates can quickly derail your financial progress. Debt repayment is a critical step toward financial freedom, which is why it's so crucial to include it in your 20% category. And here's another one: being too rigid. Life happens, right? Sometimes you'll face unexpected expenses, emergencies, or even a fun opportunity you don't want to miss. The key is to adjust when you need to and get back on track when things settle. Still feeling unsure? Wondering how this works in real life? Let's dive into a real-life example to connect the dots. All right, let's put this into action. Imagine you make $3,000 a month. How do you budget it in a way that lets you pay your bills, have fun, and build financial security? That's where the 50-30-20 rule steps in. It's perfect for this kind of situation. Let's break it down together. You would budget $1,500 for necessities, such as groceries, utilities, and rent. You cannot survive without these necessities. After that, you have $900 for your wants. Here's where you can have fun, whether it's going out to eat with friends, watching the latest movies, or saving money for a weekend trip. Lastly, $600 goes into savings and debt repayment. This is your future safety net. Whether you're paying off student loans, saving for retirement, or making an emergency fund. It's a foolproof plan that keeps your expenses under control while still allowing you to enjoy the sweeter things in life. After all, managing money doesn't have to mean pinching pennies all the time. Do not worry if the 50-30-20 budgeting plan seems unattainable at the moment. Each little action you take will bring you one step closer to financial balance. Consider it like sowing seeds. Little steps you take now, such as reducing a small expense or increasing your savings a little bit, can eventually grow into big results. Keep going, one tiny adjustment at a time, because progress is preferable to perfection. And there you have it. Life's too short to live like a Spartan, right? It's not about cutting out everything you enjoy, but about finding the right balance. When you have a solid plan and stick to it, you can handle your expenses, save for a comfortable retirement, and still enjoy those little things that make you happy. It's all about balance, letting your money work for you while you live your life to the fullest. The 50-30-20 rule is a game changer for taking charge of your finances and goes beyond simple budgeting. Whether you're new to budgeting or looking for a way to enhance your financial skills, why not give it a try? Check out how it can change the way you handle your finances. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest struggle when it comes to managing money? Drop it in the comments. And if this helped make budgeting easier, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're just getting started.